Breaking news, the Union County Sheriff's Office is now investigating a threat to safety and security at the county courthouse. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. I'm Naya Hardin.
And I'm Carolyn Serta. Now, deputies confirm no items were found that would pose a risk to people, and they reopened the courthouse moments ago. But deputies say out of an abundance of caution, they had evacuated both the courthouse and the government center sometime after 10 o'clock this morning. Now, those are on North Church Street and North Haynes Street. We do have a live look at the area right now. The Sheriff's Office, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives cleared the surrounding areas initially. So again, as we mentioned, Union County deputies have since opened up both the courthouse and the government center. So not a lot of activity going on there right now with law enforcement. They are still investigating, but things are back up and running right now. Now be sure to download the free WBTV News app or check out WBTV.com as we work to get more information about what that threat was at the courthouse.